Hey y'all, it's me, Kimberly Clark, and welcome to this, my 14th anti-haul video, aka what I'm not gonna buy. What I'm not gonna buy. I should learn Jackie Ina's song she made. Hey girl, hey Jackie! Thank you for doing an anti-haul video. Thank you for making a song. If you're gonna do an anti-haul video, you gotta make a song. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there that has picked up this torch. I love seeing the trend of anti-consumerism spreading amongst the internet. I'm deeply honored that such amazing YouTubers like Jackie Ina and Jessica from Jam Beauty and, you know, all my faves, that you all are doing these videos and you're giving me a little shout out. That's so adorable. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Honestly though, I'm more excited that this is catching on, not because it's, you know, throwing views back to me, but because anti-consumerism, I think, is the future. I think I just created a specific form. The trend has been there, it's existed. People like Reverend Billy have been doing this shit for years. Gotta love them. You know, but I love it. I'm just part of it. I'm just part of this bigger movement. I love it. If you want to do an anti-haul video, don't worry about crediting me. I don't care. I just love that more and more people are thinking more intelligently about consumerism. If you want to hear more in-depth thoughts of mine on consumerism, which I think is pretty important, and not just, you know, anti-hauling and thinking about things you're not going to buy, but really understanding how we can together kind of like adjust our tendencies and kind of prioritize things better, please check out my Listen Up series. I have a great video specifically dedicated to consumerism, which is very helpful. I think it will give you a little bit more in-depth kind of thinking about this, not just the kind of fun of the anti-haul, but actually what's behind it. Because there is very kind of real, progressive, socially conscious ideology behind all of this. So please, if you're not familiar with that series, I'd love for you to check it out. I mean, I've seen plenty of anti-haul videos where people are like, I'm just doing this because y'all requested it and I didn't know what it is and it's trendy, so I'm just gonna do it. I'll take that too. I love that. Still spreading the anti-consumerism. But I think it's even better if you have like a deeper understanding or at least an inquisitive nature about your approach to consumerism. I gotta do a little disclaimers. My last video, I was just like, go watch all the other videos before, but I just want to throw this in because I feel like more and more people are just discovering these, and I would really love to just be able to get it out of the way up front in all of them, just in case this is the first anti-haul video you're watching. It's the first time you've ever seen me before on the internet, which is fine. Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. Love it. Hi. These anti-haul videos are basically just a response to the overwhelming consumerism that exists on the internet and specifically on other beauty YouTube channels. There's so much hype about products and new products, and that hype exists whether it's a review, whether it's a haul, whether it's a first impressions, whether it's I just want to buy it. Like, you know, there's just so much hype. Basically, I'm creating these videos as an antidote or a contrast to those videos. In that sense, I also use hyperbole in the same way that those videos utilize hyperbole. I'm going to be talking very dramatically about these products. I am going to be speaking about me and why I'm not going to buy them. These products might work for you, who knows? If you use them or buy them, it doesn't mean that you're an idiot. In fact, I love for you to tell me in the comment section below products that you do love that I anti-haul and talk about why. I just love that. I love the dialogue. I love it. I think it's fabulous. We're all different. We all have different opinions. It's great. It's what makes the world go round. Yes. Anyway, and also I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the other YouTubers' videos that I watch and other product reviewers' reviews that I read where I learn about these products in order for me to give you the most informed opinion that I can give without actually shelling out the thousands of dollars to buy all this shit. So, thank you, y'all. So I think that's all I need to say. Let us jump right into my 14th anti-haul. Okay, the first item that I'm not gonna buy is this. Okay, so you know me, I'm an anti-haul, like all I do is talk shit about makeup. So no one ever wants to send me things to try. However, my last anti-haul video, I talked about the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C Serum, another skincare product, and they reached out to me and were like, hey, so it's really sad to hear you talk shit about our makeup without you having tried it. Would you like to try it just to see what you think of it? And you know, I was like, I don't know. Should I stick to my guns and just be like, no, just too expensive. I don't care if it's magical unicorn pee. I don't care. I'm not going to try it. No. But you know what? I said yes. So they're Drunk Elephant sending me some skincare, the exact skincare that I talked about that I would never buy. We're going to try it. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion because look at me, because I'm a drag queen and that's all I can do. I've never done that before. I've never been sent anything really directly from a brand. I will only do an honest review, of course. I would never like do a sponsored video of a product I anti-hauled and just like, I can't do that. You know I'm not going to do that. But they are going to send me some product for free and I will try it out and I will let you know what I think. Who knows? Maybe it'll, give me a little bit more perspective. Anyway, this is twice as expensive as that. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment. There are people that swear by this. Like I said in my last anti-haul video with skincare, like this is something that I don't have in my skincare routine, right? I talked about the Drunk Elephant thing being a vitamin C serum. Like I don't have a vitamin C serum in my routine. I don't want to add one that costs $80. This is the same thing. This is a lactic acid treatment. I don't have that as part of my routine. I do exfoliating physically. Lactic acid is a little bit more of it says it's a clarifying, line smoothing lactic acid treatment. I don't have that as part of my routine, and I don't think I would want to add one that costs $158. I mean, and there's two sizes. You can get a cheaper one for $105, or you can get the Big Mama size, the 1.7 ounce size, for $158. Sunday Riley, if you want to send me this shit too, I'll try it out too, but god damn it, I'm never gonna buy this shit. $158? I don't care if it's like a magical micro scrubber smooth. I don't care what it does. I wear so much goddamn makeup. Like, look at my face. I am wearing so much makeup. Who cares what my skin looks like under there? Yes, I've said in my last skincare video, skincare is important. Taking your makeup off is just as important as putting it on. The way you deal with your skin, moisturize, all that stuff. Yes, it's important. But shit like this, fine lines, delicate stuff, I could have a million fine lines. You're not gonna see it because I'm wearing cement on my face. I wear too much makeup for this stuff to be valuable to me. If I were someone that did not wear a lot of makeup and I relied heavily on skincare to kind of be the face that I'm going to present to the world, maybe I could invest in something like this. But honestly, I haven't spent this much money on any makeup product or any beauty product or any, like, nothing. Like, not even like a brush or a shoe. Like, I don't know what could be $150. I've never spent that much money on anything. I just can't. I don't think I could. I would be interested in trying to find, like, a lot of you suggested, like, the Paula's Choice vitamin C serum instead of the Drunk Elephant one. I'd be fascinated to find an alternative to this. But no, I just don't. I'm not gonna lactic acid my face. My fine lines are fine as they are. I think they're fine. And I don't want to spend $160 to try to get rid of them. I like them. I think they're fabulous. Don't need it, not gonna buy it. Sunday Riley. See you next Sunday. Cuns. Okay, this is next. This is the Lolita Cheek and Eye Blush. It's a powder. It is from Kat Von D. Lolita is Kat Von D's like most popular liquid lipstick shade. It's like a kind of nudie reddish neutral nude color. This is it in eyeshadow form and blush form. It's just like a powder that you could use for an eyeshadow or a blush. Hint, hint, you could use any powder as an eyeshadow or blush. FYI, they don't have to say it on the tin. You use any blush as an eyeshadow, you can use any eyeshadow as a blush, you use any eyeshadow as a highlight. I've never been into the liquid lipstick Lolita. Like, I never tried Lolita or OG Lolita or Lolita 2, the mess up formula that's now permanent. Like, I haven't ever tried any of her Lolitas. That's just like a nude that is, I think, a little too borderline for me. Like, I want something either more red or more peachy, pinky nude for me and my very fair skin tone. It's too nude for a red and it's too red for a nude, if that makes sense, for me and my skin tone. So color-wise, this is not a product for me. As a lipstick. As a blush and eyeshadow, like, I guess this could be an interesting, maybe, like, crease color or something. I could see this doing, like, kind of like a smoked out, like, very reddish eye, maybe? Does this shade not exist in other palettes? Like, hell yes, it does. In fact, I think maybe, like, in the Shade and Light eye palette, that shade Succubus that I always use, I think is a slightly more orange color than this. I'm using that as, like, a kind of transition-y shade today. Just really creates a lovely warm base for the eye. This is like a little bit cooler than that and a little bit more red. Might be interesting for like a couple eye looks, not enough for you to own a whole single pan of this. What I love about this product, I will say, is I feel like this would be a great blush for deeper skin tones. Now, you know Kat Von D and her skin tone situation. She got a white highlighter, for crying out loud. Like, her products have traditionally not catered very well to deeper skin tones. But if this blush is an indicator of her starting to incorporate more pigment to deeper products that would suit deeper skin tones, I'm all for it. I think it's great. Me and my pasty ass aren't gonna buy it though. We just can't, just not gonna do it. Furthermore, the whole Lolita thing, I've read some Nabokov, The Real Life of Sebastian Knight. I've read that Nabokov story. It's actually a pretty amazing book. I've never read Lolita. I've been wary of reading Lolita because I've read a ton of and heard a lot of criticism of it, kind of just, you know, perpetuating rape culture and encouraging victim shaming, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared to delve into that. So I'm not super interested in a lipstick named after that. I know there's like some kind of culty goth thing that's affiliated with the Lolita identity, but honestly, we've got to be aware of where our references come from in this day and age. Like, you've got to know if you're referencing something that maybe wasn't offensive when it came out or wasn't problematic, but now maybe is. Anyway, so for me and my, you know, my social justice warrior triggerness, not interested in the Lolita fantasy. That might be a specific thing to me. Let me know if anyone else is bothered by the name Lolita. I don't know. And if your name happens to be Lolita, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that Russian guy ruined it for you. I don't need it. I'm not going to buy it. The individual Lolita cheek, eye, blush, pot, powder, no. Girl. No Lolita, north of Little Italy. That's what that means in New York neighborhood slang. Okay, next are these. These are the NARS liquid blushes. These are brand new. A bunch of people got sent these as PR. I love watching the PR unboxing videos where everyone opened these and like took the pump out because they didn't know there was a pump. How poorly designed was this PR package that there was not a picture of the pump anywhere on the packaging to let these people know? Like, literally watch anyone's video and they just, oh, it's fascinating. It's just interesting. Just an observation. Does nothing to do about if I'm gonna buy the product or not, but it's just observation. I'm like Seinfeld. I'm just observing things. What was with those NARS blushes? No one could figure out the pump. That's my Seinfeld. That's as best as you're gonna get from me in terms of Seinfeld. But these are liquid blushes from NARS. NARS has these kind of, like, they have the multiple, which is like a cream stick, which you can use for lips or whatever. This, I think, is supposed to be like along those lines. You could use as like a cream color. Maybe you could use on the lips. I don't really know. I don't think I would because it's not a doe foot applicator. It's like a pump. Like, you gotta liquid it. It's like, it looks similar to like an OCC lip tar or something, which I do wear on the lips. I'm wearing one right now, but I gotta use a brush to apply it. Anyway, I don't know, like, there's the liquid blush thing is just not for me. I'm a drag queen. I'm really oily. I do not put on extra liquid if I don't have to. I do have a cream foundation and I do cream highlight, but other than that, I try to stick to all powder products just because I find that the wear time is so much better for me and my half Sicilian grease pizza face skin type. It's just the truth, just the way it is. Also, I can already see it, just the pump, the mess, the squirting too much of it, the like, it's just like, this is like a recipe for disaster. I'm just not excited by imagining the various messes that will happen because of the physical state that this product is in and the packaging. It just seems like it's a ton of liquid for a product that you don't need a ton of. Also, like, the NARS blush colors are so iconic. I feel like they're really just like harping on the kind of like cult favoriteness of some of these colors, the liquid orgasm, all this shit. Like, I already want to buy more NARS blushes than I can A, afford, or B, need to have. Like, I don't need another formula in my same favorite colors trying to tempt me to buy something. Like, no, I just don't need it. I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. And I would never use this if I did buy it, right? So, no, sorry, liquid. Go trickle on out of here, NARS. I'm not gonna buy you. Next is this. I love Becca. Like, I love their shimmering skin perfectors. I think they're some of the best highlights out there. And honestly, I've really been into some of their little collab palettes. I don't have the second Jaclyn Hill big 5-pan palette collab thing, but I have this one. This is the Champagne Glow Trio, I think it's called. It was a limited edition palette, and it has Champagne Pop, Pearl, and Blushed Copper in it. These are all shimmering skin perfectors in the pressed form. Look how different all these shades are. Now look at this one. Are these two shades not the same? Like, how is this? I don't really know why this would be useful, really. Like, these two look almost the same, especially if you have a deeper skin tone. These two aren't even going to show up any differently. Like, I don't really know what the value of this is. Furthermore, y'all, I didn't really know who Chrissy Teigen was. Okay, let's keep going. This is the YSL Touche Eclat. Touche Eclat Primer. Primer? It's just a primer. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. I got a sample of this in, I think like a Sephora order like a year and a half ago or something. I think I tried it once. Like, this is like hair gel with gold flecks in it. These primers don't do shit. I've never seen anyone talk about this primer in a video and how effective it was. I've only seen people use this primer in circumstances of like, well, I've had this for a while and I haven't really reached for it a lot. Or like, wow, I just got this. It looks cool. I don't know if it does anything. Or like, wow, I've used this many times. I've never noticed any difference, but it's gold and expensive. No one is raving about the things that it's actually supposed to do, like make your makeup last longer, make it go on smoother, blur any pores or whatever. No. And the gold thing, like how obvious, like real, again, I've talked about in many other anti-haul videos, the whole like luxury for the sake of luxury thing. That's what this is. What is this gonna do for your skin? What's it gonna do? Is it gonna make you have a golden glow? No, it's just gonna blend in and disappear, and you're gonna feel like that it was money well spent. Ooh, I'm a little shiny. Speaking of money well spent, I'm gonna use this amazing powder. This is from Lolita Cosmetic Labs. I love them. I love this powder. It's like a fabulous touch-up powder. It's a little better, right? Yay. Anyway, back to Touche. So the gold is really just there to make you feel fancy. I'm so fancy, you already know. You don't need this. The only thing that this will blur is your grip on reality. It will make you question why these products exist, who they're for, who buys them, etc. So, I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. Touche Eclat, non merci, désolé. Next up is this. So I asked on my Instagram story, I think yesterday, what are some products that you would like to see me talk about in my next anti-haul video? And so many of you requested this. This is the Urban Decay Jean-Michel Basquiat collection. This is some lip liners, some lipsticks, a blush palette, and 2 eyeshadow palettes. The thing about this collection is that all of the artwork is based on it's not based on, it is the artwork of Jean-Michel Basquiat. And all of the palettes have little holes in the back that you could hang on your wall and make them into art. Jean-Michel Basquiat was a American artist. He lived in New York City. He was of Haitian and Puerto Rican descent. He He kind of like had this like graffiti aesthetic. Really came to fame in 1980. There was an art show called the Times Square Show, which kind of like launched him into the more public eye. He did a bunch of work with Andy Warhol, David Bowie, all these like amazing pop people, and was really able to like have his work become more commercially viable. And, you know, he upsold it, sold it to other people, and, you know, made money off of it. Because of the way that he kind of interpreted his own art and selling it and, you know, profiting off it, I don't think I have a fundamental issue with Urban Decay using his art on their products. I had an initial response when I saw this collection where I was like, oh girl, no, exploiting a queer artist of color from the 80s? Like, I don't know, I don't think so. But honestly, like Basquiat was like kind of interested in exploiting himself. So that fundamentally doesn't seem like a weird thing. What does seem irritating to me is the way that Urban Decay claims to be interested in like re-representing his art and sharing his art with more people, but going about it through this like horrible limited edition packaging-y thing. Like, I don't know, man. There's just something that rubs me a little weird when I see someone making money off of something but constantly touting how important the exposure of that thing is. No, no, no. You're making money. You're a business. No one's surprised that you're doing this to make money. Just stop pretending that you're doing it for some other reason. If you want a humanitarian effort, if you want to spread awareness about social change, underground art, and graffiti art, why not donate some of the proceeds to homeless youth or something? Or work to create spaces for people to create graffiti, or work to promote local artists, or work to promote art by people from like urban areas. Like, there's a lot of ways you could actually have taken this legacy and kind of expose people to it while simultaneously promoting some of the things that Basquiat stood for and that his work kind of lives on to stand for. And I don't think just this limited edition collection of some kind of meh eyeshadows is it. I feel like makeup companies, I think a lot of people are talking about this too now, that so many companies are coming out with so many products, they all look the same, they're not unique. There's just too much for you to even get a grasp on what is happening and what these collections are, that if you want to attach like awareness or exposing people to an artist, or like attach like an actual actual artwork to something, I don't think limited edition collections are the thing to do it with. I'm just not a fan of that. I don't like that. Anyway, if you thought I was going to talk shit about this product because I thought it was inappropriate and taking advantage of someone's art, I mean, honestly, if you don't know who Basquiat was, you don't know his history, that might be something that you might think about that. But when you look at the way that he sold his work and marketed his own work, I don't think this is something that if he were alive today, I mean, he died of a heroin overdose in like the 80s, by the way. I don't think he would be opposed to like collaborating with a makeup company to do something like this, actually. But I think he would have been more interested in the product being a little bit more singular, interesting, or classic. I feel like this is just going to go away. It's going to disappear. And because of that, this legacy or whatever you were trying to promote also will kind of just get swept away, and you'll have a new thing with a new artist and a new person coming out next year. I don't like it. I don't like that. Furthermore, I'm not gonna hang this on my wall. Like, I'm not gonna hang an eyeshadow palette on my wall. No, like, I can't. I've thought about displaying the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca remix palette. Girl, look at this. This is beautiful. I think it's really pretty. I like that. I love it. It's just amazing. I haven't, though. I store it in my drawers. I don't think I could see myself storing eyeshadow palettes on the wall. You know you're going to forget that they're there. You know you're going to just ignore them and you're not going to use them. You're not going to, like, look at your wall and be like, which piece of art should I take off and apply to my face today? No, no, no. They're going to sit there. You're going to be like, got my edgy graffiti. I'm gonna use another eyeshadow palette. You're not gonna, just be real. Let's be real about that. Maybe cute idea conceptually, poor execution, not the right time, product, or collection for it. Sorry. Don't need it, not gonna buy it. Want more. I always want more. I just want more. I just want more from Urban Decay. Sorry about it. Don't need it, not gonna buy it. Bye. Okay, and finally, so my 13th anti-haul video, my last one was a brush anti-haul. It was all makeup brushes. I talked about some ridiculous releases, and lo and behold, within the few weeks that I posted that video till now, there have been so many more ridiculous makeup brushes that are coming out or about to be released, and it's just like, ugh, the trend is not stopping, and I can't help but create yet another segment in my anti-haul series where I show you a bunch of things and make some disgruntled faces in the corner. So now I present to you my reaction to all these new ridiculous makeup brushes coming out. I'm Kimberly Clark. Thank you so much for watching. That was my 14th anti-haul video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing this trend of anti-consumerism. Thank you for helping to combat this social disease that we're all at the grip of. Please, please, please tell me if you're interested in purchasing any of these products, if you have purchased them, if they do work for you. I want to know about it. Let me know what you don't want to buy, because there is not enough time to talk about all the crappy makeup that's coming out. There's just not. Anyway, so please go for it in the comments below. I implore you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please check out my other videos, including my Listen Up series. Again, it's that backstory behind all of this. If you want to see how I got these nails, check out my nail tutorial for this look. These are super chipped, but this is kind of my prediction for nail art 2017, is that it will all be like abstract Jackson Pollock nail art that is really easy to do and will chip really well. So I think these look pretty great, even though they are really chipped. But if you want to see how I got these, like the better version of these, check out that tutorial. If you really want to get involved in helping me make these videos, consider making a per video donation to me on Patreon. If you've made it this far to the video, you know that you are a true diehard Kimberly Clark fan. And if you want to see my videos a day early or the night before or whatnot, pledge $3 per video to me on Patreon, and you will. Thank you so much to everyone that is a Patreon patron of mine. I could not make these videos without you. I always say that, but it's really true. You really give me the extra incentive and impetus to do not just my anti-hauls, but more importantly, the rest of the videos that I do, especially my Listen Up series. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! I'm Kimberly Clark. Bye.